It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Detroit. It's the Eagles and the Lions, and it comes your way next.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time. For the right to head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58, it's NFC Championship time. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, and Zach Wilson.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
On third down, Wilson. He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, could be a lot. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. On the draw, here's Sanders. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. They'll make that a second sack here in their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The play fake. Here's Wilson. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory. And that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. And, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. To throw again is Wilson. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. He'll get this off to Swift. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. It's 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when I left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Wallace. And that's complete to Sanders. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Wallace. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So the pitch and catch good for 11, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Wilson. He gets this complete to Cephas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Jack Fox now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the gun, Wallace. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Yeah, he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Another shot now for this Lions offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run out of the gun with Swift, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. On the option to give to Swift here. Good footwork at the 30. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Wilson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Off the play fake, Wallace. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Wallace. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit back in possession of the football. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And that is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Swift. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins, we talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us. But I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Fielded just inside the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this one taken in by Cephas. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's action. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And this tells the story right here. As a unit, negative yards passing through 2 quarters of play. That is something you almost never see. And meanwhile, for the Lions, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Wallace. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door. He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 3rd and 2, Wallace. And he finds McLaurin. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. And an Eagle first down.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wallace.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off around the 41. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down now, Swift. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Michael Gallup, 39 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The return from his end zone is Grant. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
Yeah, I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. To throw on second down, Wallace. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Wallace. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Detroit getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
8 yards to go on second down.
Now it's Wilson. And that's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Wilson.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On 3rd down, Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Look at this, a tight end carry. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. On 1st down, Wallace. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Sanders here as they run out of the gun.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
That one tipped and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. On 1st and 10, Wallace out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wallace connecting quickly with Goddard. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that we're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson.
He gets this complete to Cephas.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Now a give right side Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
To throw on second down, Wallace. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Wallace. And that's complete to Sanders. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Here's second and a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
The Eagles on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Corey Willis. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them until the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
Throwing after the interception, Wallace. Over the middle, complete. That's Nelson.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Looking to throw on second down. Wallace.
That's to his running back, Gainwell.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wallace. And his throw is incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Terry McLaurin, 69 yards.
And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it. That makes our score now 22-10. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On first down, Swift, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
Into the hands of Sanders.
Shreds the tackle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And once again, this is Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
On 3rd down, Wallace. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. First down now, but that clock rolling. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
7 yards to pick up there.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. To throw on 2nd down, Wallace to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Wallace Complete. Smith has it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guess